Hello and welcome to Let's Sip and Talk with Freema. How are y'all doing this Friday night? Hope y'all had a great weekend last weekend, since some of us had a long weekend for Labor Day. Did anyone cook today? But I guess I should wait for some viewers to come on because I'm currently talking to myself. Anyone cook today? Anyone cook anything today? I cooked hamburger helper. I know y'all saying, God, she always cooking something quick. I cooked hamburger helper, and then I also cooked some chicken tenders and french fries because my kids are so different. So sometimes I have to cook different meals. Anyone cook today? What y'all cook? Y'all talk to me. My bun look a little lopsided, y'all. Everybody had a good week? A good productive week? And let's not forget, if you like what I'm doing, make sure you support by getting you a Let's Sip and Talk with Freema cup or a Let's Sip and Talk with Freema pen. And now we have the Let's Sip and Talk with Freema t-shirts. However, I know some of you are like, hold on, it's kind of fuchsia and stuff. If I'm a male and I want to support, how am I going to get a shirt? Well, maybe we can do some blue butterflies and some blue letters. I don't know. Or maybe you could just give a donation. You don't have to get a shirt. I'll give you a cup and a pen instead. I don't know. But the Cash App is Let's Sip and Talk. So, y'all, I ordered hot wings and potato skins. That sounds good. Do you put ketchup on your potato skins? Because I eat them every so often. I think I have to dip some ketchup. But that sounds really good. Some hot wings. And I use blue cheese dressing, Monisha. Please tell me you are a blue cheese person. Lamik said, long week, no cooking today. I understand that, honey. Mine was very quick, and it's always quick. Y'all gonna hear that very often. Until I become rich, and I'm able to get me a chef to prepare the meals for the children. We gotta speak it into existence. You want a t-shirt? Yes, we can get a t-shirt. I like it. And see, my favorite color is black. And I know everybody's favorite color isn't black, but mine is black, so I'm sorry. You know. But anywho, tonight we're talking about dating and sex. And I know a lot of people like, oh my God, sex again or dating again. Yes, because that's what goes on in society. Dating, sex, sour cream, Monisha. Never thought of that one. But dating and sex, I need people to understand, and I know we talk about this all the time, and I must reiterate, I am not a counselor, I am not a therapist, I just specifically, strictly give my opinions. I love blue cheese, can't do the ranch. Tell me cousins, Monisha. But, okay, so tonight's episode, y'all. I just know I'm on the TV right now. Tonight's episode. You want one? You want a shirt, Stacey? Okay, I got two people on the shirt. Hi.
I want one.
So oh, that's three. So on tonight's I know, right? Still in Sonya Claw or wherever it's at. I left it on the food table. My favorite is black. I love black too. You know they say black is mean. I knew April was gonna say it, Dana. Stands for depression. It does not. I love black. Black is my favorite color. I start transitioning a little bit into royal blue because that's very pretty. But black, hands down. It's a baked potato kind of. Oh, okay, got you. I still don't put sour cream on my baked potato though. But I love a lot of cheese. And I love cheese and butter. That's pretty much all I put on my baked potato. Denise said, where's my shirt? Well, actually, I must say, and I'm glad you guys remind me. Let me put this on here real quick. Let me do this. This is compliments. Let me see if it'll let me pin it. Dang, I don't know how to work my own thing. Oh, there we go. This shirt is compliments. Mondale Clothing Factory. He actually was on a couple weeks ago, and he did this shirt for me. So I thought it was very nice. I'm hungry now too a little bit, TT, but I thought it was very sure You know, you inbox me, let me know what size you want and everything. These are going for $15. Ooh. Okay, anyway, enough promotion. Okay, so tonight, dating and sex. And again, I know we talk about this a lot, but that's society, that's the world we live in. When you're dating someone, it does not necessarily mean you have to have sex with them. I know a lot of people feel like, oh, he took me to a nice dinner. He even got me an outfit for tonight. He cashed out me and said, hey, go buy a nice outfit for tonight. We're going to a great dinner, blah, blah, blah. Listen, honey, you didn't ask for that outfit, and even if you did, does not mean you have to give up the goodies.
It's a temple.
Your body is a temple. That's all we have. That's all we own. This is ours. You see what I'm saying?
And you only get one.
You only get one. That is a good statement. You only get one body. So we have to be very careful. Oh Lord, we have to be very careful with whom we share our bodies with. Again, like I mentioned earlier, I'm not a counselor. I am not a therapist. However, I speak my opinion. We have to be careful who we give our body to. You understand? Just because we're dating someone and we're out to dinner, we're going to Frankie's, I don't know, we're going to Starlight or whatever, we're just having a grand old time, does not mean you're obligated to have sex with this gentleman because he decides to come out of his pocket and have a good time with you.
In other words, if he buy you a Travis Scott meal from McDonald's, that does not mean that you're worth $6.
Right. It does not mean that. It does not mean like, oh my God, he's spending so much money. I feel like I have to.
It costs for you to go to the doctor. It costs for your birth control.
Absolutely.
It costs for your feminine care products. It costs for the different kind of panties that we have to wear.
Right.
It costs for the panty shields that we have to wear. So yeah.
Some vaginas are sensitive. Some can only use Dove. You know what I'm saying? Some can use whatever. However, it still is a cost to maintain your personal hygiene. Hey, Jessica. It costs to maintain a lot of things as women, and a lot of men don't understand that. Not saying in no way, shape, or form you have to pay for that. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is our body's a temple. We own that. We should be able to decide who we decide to give that to, and you should not feel obligated in no way, shape, or form. If that man decides to treat you nice, great. I'm pretty sure you can return the favor. But not ever feel obligated that you have to give up your goodies. Again, and we spoke about this on Let's Sip and Talk, you can date however many people you want to date. It does not mean that you're committed. Now, if y'all having a side conversation and you're telling him that, okay, you're the only one I'm seeing, you're da-da-da-da, I love you, and da-da-da, that's a whole nother level. Don't take it there if you know that you're not ready to be in a committed relationship. You know, like, we got to learn to be honest. And I think that's where a lot of people mess up at. They don't be honest in the beginning. I'm going to kill Mimi. She do this every Friday, y'all. Every Friday. People have to learn to be honest. Listen, I'm dating.
They're not.
I'm dating who I'm dating. I don't know. Give me a name. I'm dating Martin. Okay.
And the problem is the majority of the time it's the guys that don't be honest.
And see, that's what bothers me, fellas. If you guys are on, y'all need to understand that a lot of women can take it. No. I did that gesture. I didn't mean that. What I mean is, we can take the honesty. A lot of people will accept you.
A lot of men, when a female, they know a female can take the honesty, but the male can't accept it.
That's exactly what I was ready to say. But you have to be able to accept it. Yeah. A lot of people say, oh, you're trying to act like a guy. You're thinking like a dude. Or whatever. No. If you tell me, Freema, listen, you know, I'm not ready to settle down. I'm just having fun. Let me make that decision to continue to converse with you, to continue to go to dinner with you, continue to hang out. Y'all underestimate us as women because you feel like what? We're sensitive. We can't handle it. We can. Absolutely. And I'm gonna put this out there. I think 100% of women can handle it. I feel they can handle the honesty. listen, I'm not ready to be in a committed relationship. I'm not looking for nothing serious right now. I just want to have fun. That woman can either say one or two things. Okay, I understand. She hit you up tomorrow. Guess what? You already told her what it is, and that's that. Or she can say, well, I'm looking for something serious, and maybe this isn't going to work. And you have to be man enough to say, okay, cool, and let her go. Because at that time, that's not fair. If she tell you what she's looking for, you say you're not looking for commitment. She say, well, I understand. Maybe this isn't going to work. That's telling you she's looking for commitment. Let that woman go.
You have a question for Marcus.
Is
it true that men lie the most, but women lie the best?
I'm not a man, but I've been told I think like a man sometimes, and I would say yes, that is true. The only reason I say that is because y'all feel like y'all gotta lie. That's what I was just saying. You don't have to lie.
No, but most of the time a female can tell a man the truth.
Oh,
he don't believe
women don't lie the best. We be telling the truth, but y'all be like, oh, she joking. This woman can say, listen, I've been cheating on you for the last 4 years, and I'm sorry. Good and well, you ain't been cheating on me no 4 years. I would have been found out. And guess what we gonna say? Okay. And we gonna leave it like that. You gonna think it was a lie. So no, I think we just tell the truth a little more, and y'all just think, because it is what it is. Both sides lie. We do. Marcus, we do. However, I think men lie for no reason sometimes. But I think men lie for no reason sometimes.
They do.
But
it's
why?
For no reason.
Women don't lie. We just don't tell the whole truth.
We omit some information.
We stretch it.
We may omit some information.
We stretch the truth.
We may, well, I'm not going to say this. I'm not trying to be biased. Men and women do lie, but sometimes y'all just take it a little further for no reason. Some men lie so bad they believe their own lies.
I got to disagree with you on that.
What did I say?
Men don't take the lie.
Run.
Yeah.
They run with it.
No. We put more thought into our lie.
Oh, we analyze the situation.
The whole situation before it happened. We prepare.
Someone said, we tell the truth too much, need to start lying. Brittany, hey, for real, because I know a lot of women, be honest. And again, that goes to these men not believing us, because they're like, it's no way this person gonna tell us.
He said some men lie so bad they believe their own lies.
And that's sad.
Yeah. Look, I lied about my age for so long, I started believing it.
So, I guess it is possible to start lying and believe it?
Yeah.
Oh my God. So Monisha said, we mostly lie, I feel, to not hurt feelings. And see, Monisha, okay, I kind of see what you're saying, because yeah, you don't want to hurt their feelings, but it depends on what that situation is. Not saying it's okay to lie, but it just, let's say, Freeman, you love me? I'm not going to say yes and no, I don't. You get what I'm saying? It just depends on what the lie entails. Like, did you really like my dinner last night? You did your thing. Maybe that was a little white lie because I didn't want to hurt his feelings. But when it's something serious, maybe we should, we shouldn't do that.
The whole truth or stretching it is a lie. That's not true. Because the difference in between a lie is a plain out lie, and stretching it means some truth behind it.
There's some truth behind it. Monet, I almost forgot Monet, not my real name. That's funny. Women do as well, and y'all sisters will back each other. Lies. No, let me explain that. Let me explain that to Marcus. Marcus said women do as well, and y'all sisters will back each other lies. Not necessarily saying they're back. Okay, like, I'm going to keep it real. We keep it real on Let's Sip and Talk with Freeman. Okay, if I call my friend up and I say, yo, Angela, April, I was with y'all tonight. Okay? I was with y'all tonight. We did this, that, and the third. That's because we already know what we're getting into. You get what I'm saying? We're going to spare our man feelings in case he call around. He'll feel good. Oh, my old lady was just with her BFF Angela and her sister April. So they're good. As opposed to men, they just do things spontaneously and don't come up with any type of, I was with this person, I was doing that. You call in the midst of time when your girlfriend is in your face telling you to call John. John, please tell Freeman I was with you. And what John went, huh? What? His old lady right there. So now he gonna say, Nah, bro, I was home last night. He gonna take care of home. See, y'all don't think things through. So yeah, we do feel sometimes, and you're damn right. Our girls is gonna back us up 100%, cause that's what we're here for. Sorry, not sorry, Marcus. Lamique said men think we lie because they know they're lying already. 100%.
Men are liars.
Men are liars. They feel like, I know I'm a liar, so she must be lying.
Liars.
I know I'm a liar, so she must be lying. No, that's not true.
And I think the problem is they lie so much.
Maybe you want to be
they look for the downfall of the female to give them an excuse.
Yeah. They
trying to justify the situation, huh?
Fault finding.
Monisha said, nah, I'm not going to lie about love. Absolutely. Hey, Melvin. Marcus said, again, both sexes lie, but for different motives. I can agree with that. But we don't blatantly just tell a lie for no reason. Sometimes, like y'all do, I'm sorry. That's just the way I feel. We don't lie. However, our lie is already made up. We already know what we're going to say, and our friends already know what they're going to say. So, it's just, a lie is a lie. I get it.
If women lie, they're going to lie for something that's good.
Right.
That's gonna
benefit 9 times out of 10, we're going to lie to protect their feelings.
Yeah. And that's what Monisha was saying.
Yep.
That's exactly what she was saying. We're lying to protect your feelings.
The difference is if we go out and we cheat, we still care about our man, and we don't want to hurt his feelings and tell him that he's not satisfying us in the bedroom or blah, 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 whatever the case may be. However, we still are considerate about their feelings. Now, with the man, on the other hand, they'll go out there and cheat or whatever else, but they don't come up with no lie. Mm-mm. And then
until that time comes.
When that time
and
comes,
it's just so bogus.
And it's not a good lie.
It's
and
bogus.
Then on top of that, when they do, it's not a good excuse.
Right. Like, come on. Melvin, yes, you are, and I appreciate that 100%. Brittany said, men lie to spare our feelings, but nah, tell me the truth. It may hurt, but tell me the damn truth. Please tell me the truth.
Most of them don't have no lie to you when they get busted.
Just tell me the truth. Like, tell me the truth up front. Like, for real.
Tell me if you're married.
Why they can't tell the truth if they married?
If you approach me or whatever, why can't you have the balls enough to tell me that and woo me and do this and do that as if we're in a relationship for so many months just for me to find out that you're married?
That I can't answer because I'm openly honest. I'm married but separated. So if a man was to get approached and they're separated, do they say I'm married but separated, or do they just say, nah, I'm good, I'm free?
I'm single.
I'm single.
Yeah, and that's
my God.
Their favorite thing is, I'm going through a divorce.
Yeah,
it's complicated. She's crazy.
We're not living together.
Monisha said, I cannot stand a voluntary liar. Exactly.
Or
someone that just busts a lie and then I know you lying because I didn't ask you.
Marcus Allen said you would lie to get the bag. No, dog.
Hold on, we'll address that in a minute. I seen that. Let me read Monisha on. She said, I cannot stand a voluntary liar. Someone that just busts a lie, and then I know you're lying because I didn't ask you nothing. Exactly. That means you just, like, you cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, dude, because I'm always one step ahead of you. And most women are. So don't sit here and just lie for no reason. Best believe if we approach you with some bullshit, we already know, we already got facts. So just come out with it. Stop the freaking lying. Marcus, you will lie to get the bag. What bag? A bag that I'm getting on my own? A bag that I don't need you for?
That's the difference in between a real woman, a real lady, and a thought. A thought will screw or whatever else to get what she can get from a man. But on the other hand, a lady, and that's when they get it twisted when you're dating. Mm-hmm. Because a lady wants to date, and if she need that little thing dust off or whatever, she'll do it. But you're supposed to be grown enough and mature enough to handle, to know that it was just plain out sex. No feelings are attached to it. But a lot of men, and I find, and I hear stories, a lot of men get it twisted. When she give it up, they feel they're in control. And it's not that case. Because a lot of women now, we're independent and we have our own stacks and we have our own bags. Yeah. We don't have.
That's
to
what
sit
a lot
there
of men
and
can't
lie.
handle.
And that's what the problem is.
That's what the problem is.
We don't have to sit there and
Okay, Marcus said you will lie to get the bag. Lie about what? Saying I'm not married? Saying I'm not in a relationship, or saying I love you, or your sex was good? What lie are we telling to get your money? Like, I don't understand. And that's what a lot of people are misconstrued about lately. I see a lot of Facebook posts and a lot of this, that a lot of women just want people for money and this and that and blah, blah, blah. No. And I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. Y'all can take it how y'all want to take it. I am not, and I repeat, I am a man that can't do what I can do for myself. I am no longer in a position to mold anyone. I'm no longer in a position to see potential in you. You got to already have that bag. And so you can call me a thought. You can call me a gold digger. You can call me whatever you want. But if you don't have anything that I feel is pertinent enough or high enough than what I got, then there's nothing you can do for me. So you can say it how you want to say it, but I put that Amen. Straight out. Amen. I put it straight out. We can be at the table at Red Lobster. We can be at the table at Ruth Chris. Freema is going to tell you what she's expecting of you, because guess what? I have been married for how many years? Damn.
No.
It'll be 15 years. It'll be 15 years in March. So Freema knows what Freema wants. You understand? And right now, I feel like I need to be single for the rest of my life. So if I feel the need to sit down at a table with you, I am going to tell you what I expect of you. And if you cannot for you, that's just the place I'm in. And I'm going to be totally honest. So I put it out there, people. And by the way, I will be doing a dating show very soon. So I'm telling you now, if you cannot comply, if you don't have more than me, I cannot date you. Go ahead, share, tell people, oh my God, Freema's a gold digger, what have you. We're just going to put that out there.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm not going to lie for the bag. I'm keeping it 100.
A lot of people, when they do come to me and they talk, and I tell them to look at their relationship as a business deal, they look at me like I'm crazy.
But it's the truth.
When you dealing with any kind of relationship, I don't care if it's friendship, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever the relationship is, you have to look at it as a business deal. And when I was first bought that,
hold on,
it was crazy.
Hold on. I ain't see what the last. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go back to you, Derek. I thought I seen some negativity, because Let's Sip and Talk with Freema we don't do negativity. But I'm sorry, we're gonna get to all of you guys in a minute. Go ahead, April. I'm sorry.
That's okay. But a business deal is basically, if I'm already grinding, doing my thing or whatever, I don't care if I'm living paycheck to paycheck, I'm still making it happen. I don't need nobody that's gonna bring me down.
Hello.
Business deal is friendship, like I said, friendship or whatever it is. I need to know what you're able to do for me.
And that's an upfront conversation, because we're grown.
And I don't even care if it's just, if I could use you as a reference.
Hello.
If you could write me a reference letter.
Hello.
If you can sit there and speak properly.
Hello.
If a job call for me. Anything.
That's the point.
What can I gain from my relationship?
You gotta add value.
From you. Versus you just there.
Exactly. And that's the point. You have to be able to do a little, and I may not say more than me, but you have to be at least on my level or a little bit
or be
more
able
than
to
me.
add something.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I can't.
It's not just for relationships.
I'm not with that anymore.
Friendships too. Like with our friendships or
that's
whatever.
Friendships too.
If one of us need anything, we're gonna get together to try to provide for the next person,
out.
Even if we have to have an intervention or raise money or whatever the case may be. We're gonna do what we have to do.
That's our next conversation. I know I say this all the time, and we end up not doing it. But friends meeting or friends intervention, you get what I'm saying? Because you got to be able to have those friends that you can sit down and have a damn terrible ass conversation with, because sometimes they need to hear it, and sometimes they too close to the situation. We done had meetings since how long, Angela? We've been having meetings for years. Like when we feel shit getting real, we got a mandatory meet come up.
Y'all like secretive, but then y'all will come to me when.
Well, yeah, because we need to hear it sometimes. So, but we'll talk about that another time. Excuse me, I'm sorry, y'all. Derek said, "Excuse me," and hiding things. Marcus said, "And alive for years, especially if he got loot." Marcus, who lied to you?
But here's the thing about that though. As Marcus, is he the gold digger? Is he the one that's lying to women to get the money?
Somebody that used him for some moolah or something. He said and lie for you. But what are they lying about, Marcus? Let's get down and dirty. What are they lying about? Especially if he got loot. What are they lying about to get your money?
Nowadays, there's no reason anybody should get fooled when you got apps and everything that you could sit there and gain daily coins on to do a background check on people.
Hello.
You can actually sit there and have conversations about people. You can check out their Facebook page and read different posts about people.
Hello.
Gotta tell you.
Exactly. So it's no reason for nobody to get fooled in anything. You just have to be smart about it and do your investigation.
Right. Okay. So let's see. Lameek says some men will throw. Let me make sure. Tamika, we're talking about dating and sex, and of course, you know our conversations go all over the place. Lameek says so men will throw a relationship away and still blame the woman to protect his manhood. So say they will.
That's true.
They will. Absolutely. Man, she wasn't doing right anyway, or whatever. Man, she caught me cheating with such and such. But if Freema was doing right or having sex when I wanted to, none of this would have happened. It's always a justification behind it. Y'all never own up to it. You know, instead of sit down with your woman and say, look, babe, you know, we ain't had sex in 2 weeks, you know, like, come on now, you're making me wanna, you know, come on, you gotta give me something, be honest. And she gonna say, oh, hell no, he's not about to go out here and screw nobody else. Let me get my ass up and please my man. But instead, y'all go talk to your friends who's single, who can't give you the good advice, and then you fuck everything up. So when she leave you, now you're blaming it on her. And I could be wrong. Again, I'm no counselor. Derek said, question, why do people cheat? I don't know. Again, I'm not a counselor or a therapist, but I do think that some people cheat because, one, they could be missing something in the relationship and they focusing on the bullshit. Marcus may not have, I don't know, Marcus may have not did what he said he was going to do. It's so minor, but Marcus always, never, does that even make sense? He always never. He never does what he says he's going to do. We had these conversations over and over. You know what I'm saying? So now she's like, you know what? I need a drink. I'm going out, and boom, one thing leads to another. Or, shit, some people just cheat. Some people don't have justification behind it. Some people just want to do it. Some people do it because other people do it. Some people do it because they in the right place at the right time.
Some people just do it to try to prove things to their friends.
Yeah. Man, I still got it. You know, I don't care if I've been married. I still got it.
And then some of them have low self-esteem. The first person that showed them some kind of attention because they feel
they got to stroke their ego.
Yeah.
Some men need their ego stroked, you know, so they're going to see if they can get that number. And then they get their number, they cheat. Because y'all don't think things through. Shit in the trash. Yeah, you know you still got it. But yeah, people cheat for different reasons. Everyone has a different reason. So I'm not sure. Marcus said, in fact, if he got bread, you don't even have to lie. And they will still roll with it. Hey, that's between y'all. Marcus, I'm married. I've been married for 15 years. And Marcus saying, well, I can take care of you, honey. I can do what. That's my choice if I still decide to deal with you. And that's your choice if you decide to deal with me.
Yeah, I'm going to
tell
you from a person that's
it's up to y'all.
Tied a knot and everything. If Marcus do come to me and be like, I got bread or whatever else, and he sit there and preach to me what he can do for me, guess what, Marcus? You will get shut down. Because I am very happy in my 17-year relationship. And I know what my 17 relationship can do for me, mentally, physically, and everything else. I'm happy at this time, and I would not waste my time or jeopardize that.
That is Lady A. Let's say Lady B, husband got laid off. You know, it wasn't his fault. He cooks, he cleans, he does everything. Being that he's a stay-at-home dad right now, he might, listen, honey, I can take care of you. You know, he kicking game. I see it in your face. You know, let me help you out. Da, da, da. She might take you up on your offer. But the point is honesty. Honesty. If she tells you, hey, I'm married, you know, whatever, but hey, take me out sometime. That's between y'all if y'all decide to do that. I don't know. But the point is, be honest. Be honest.
Oh, Marcus Allen said
Melvin said, if I have a girl and you don't ask and I don't volunteer to tell you, is that the same thing as lying? No. I don't feel like you. Or is the lady assuming Mimi, get down. April, get Mimi. Is I'm gonna say it's Mimi. Sorry. Is she assume she sure did? Is she assuming that you're not with someone because you're pursuing her? You see what I'm saying? So Melvin, you kind of like juggle it. So in that situation, let's say I get approached. Ask me, hey, you taken? You got a husband? You got a friend? If he never asked me, I'ma feel I'm supposed to say, you know, hey, you know, I appreciate you approaching me, whatever. Have I married? You know, so I think you supposed to volunteer that information. That's just my opinion, because too much drama is going on these days. So I think you should volunteer that information. Let her know that you're in a relationship. Brittany said, oh, I don't lie about sex. If you trash, you will know I will. So Brittany, so so you'll just be like, nah, it wasn't good. I don't know if I can hurt somebody's feelings like that. Now,
I've done it before. I told him God cheated him.
I don't think I could do that, y'all.
I have.
Are y'all serious?
Yeah. I've told him he
pissed me off.
Oh my God. I can never tell nobody. I can't hurt nobody's feelings like that. That Monisha, that goes back to telling a little white lie. You know, was it good? Yeah, you know. I never answered the question. Yeah, you know, like I can't just hurt somebody's feelings. Oh, I can't do that. Marcus said the biggest lie is it's your baby. Now,
Marcus,
let me just say this. Maybe she thought it was your baby. Maybe she thought she was telling the truth. I don't know. Maybe she thought she was telling the truth at that time to say it was your baby. However, I'm going to be honest with y'all. As a mom of boys, every goddamn girl who claims she's pregnant by Kali or Kamanti, we're getting a blood test. I don't care if he says, Mom, 100% certain it's mine. I don't care if she, Miss Kennedy, I've never been with anyone. Guess what? We're getting that paternity test. I don't care what you say. And it's not saying that you've been, you know, hopping around. I just need to be 100% certain. So Marcus, they can tell you it's your baby test. I don't care if it was my wife. And that's just the way I feel. If I was a dude and you were my wife, we're still getting tested. I'm sorry, that's just the way I freaking feel. It's a doggy dog world out here. Take it how you want to take it. Derek said you're too cute. I mean, you're too beautiful to be single. Well, Derek, and I'm loud, ain't it, y'all? Look, I've been drinking kinky. I'm all loud.
That's
but
the
listen,
difference between being an independent woman and a dependent woman.
Even that, Derek. Come March the 11th of 2021, I would have been married for 15 years. Well, married, so technically. However, we're separated. So it comes a time in a woman or a man's life that you just want to be single and have fun. I've never been single before, Derek, ever. And sometimes I wonder now, am I single? But it's like, damn, am I single? So sometimes a woman just want to be single. It has nothing to do with beauty or money or anything like that. I've been dating since 8th freaking grade. Had a boyfriend until I graduated high school. Got with CJ when I in college. Married the dude. Been with him ever since. So I've never been single. So right now I feel like it's time to enjoy me and just have fun. You see what I'm saying? So just because someone is single, it doesn't mean like they didn't choose to be. Some of us choose to be, and some of us just want to enjoy the moment. Hell, I said I'll never get married again. And I possibly could mean that 100%. We don't know what the future holds, but I just don't feel like it no more. You know, get what I'm saying? Like, I sleep so peaceful at night. Now, so yeah, Derek, I appreciate you and everything. Sips wine, Nicole, 100%.
She said, what do you think about age difference?
Okay, we'll get on that. He said exactly. If you can't bring something to the table, keep it moving. No handouts. 100%. And y'all men gotta stop feeling like we're gold diggers and stuff just because we feel that way. You should feel that way too, bro. You should feel like, okay, this girl ain't got nothing going for herself.
Why I'm gonna waste my time?
Why I'm gonna waste my time? A lot of y'all get these little hood rats and chicks that don't got shit going on for themselves and want you to take care of them, and then you feel bad in the future when you gotta take them home to mom. They do feel bad. I don't care what nobody. They think
for them wanting to have control.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to feel like you're superior to that inferior woman. Is that what it is? You got to get somebody to make you feel like you up here? You can't handle a woman that's already up here with you? Is that what it is? Somebody speak to us. You can't handle a woman that got her shit together just like you got it together. Why? Because you feel like she don't need you. It ain't about that. It's about her wanting you.
They're walking on eggshells because if they mess up or whatever, she don't need me.
Oh, so Melvin said I had more than you. So Melvin, as I spoke before, if you were already on, I am strongly thinking about doing a dating show. We need some excitement in these counties here on YouTube. It will not be posted on Facebook. So Melvin, I am taking you up on your offer to be my first date. But you have to be willing to be live. No, not live. Recorded. And then we'll air it. We'll have some episodes going on. I'll hit the inbox, see what you're talking about. Remind you, everybody's going to see this, so you can't be hitched. You can't be in a relationship, because I don't want no drama. People walking up to us in a restaurant. Marcus said, do you really think that you women have the luxury to overlook or measure man based upon finances? Yeah, I do. And sometimes it's not all about finances. It's about value. And value is not all about finances. As April was speaking before, can I put you down as a reference? Have you been on your job 10 or plus years? Do you job hop? Can you not hold a job because you can't control your temper? There's a plethora of things that we look into a man when we're dating them. So no, it's not all about finances. But however, to answer your question, yes, we can, because a lot of you guys are slack, and I'm not talking about anyone on the show because I don't know you personally, but a lot of guys are slack and a lot of women are a little above some of you guys. So yeah, I gotta look at what the hell you got going on before I decide to date you. And that's just being honest. Again, that's just me. Everyone don't feel that way.
Everyone does feel that way.
They should feel that way, but they don't. Let me tell you why they don't, Angela, because again, you got these little young chicks that out here chasing their bag. And I don't mean their as in THEIR. I mean another person's bag. You get what I'm saying? They're chasing that man's bag when you can be getting the bag yourself.
Right.
So yeah, some people look at that. I don't know exactly. Monisha said, I don't know who is that in the background, but say that ish. Talking about April. That's April, Monisha. Exactly, Nicole. Value. Melvin said, my weight is up. All I'm missing in my life is a free McKennedy. Well, hey, Melvin, you might have that opportunity. We shall see. I know y'all say I'm crazy. I am. Derek said, I feel the reason why people cheat is because they fail to continue to do the things they did when they first met. That's 100% true. Mm-hmm. That's 100%. You know, because you do so much to woo that person and to make sure they're happy and to do what makes them happy. And then once you got them, you're so complacent. You're so, I got her now, you know. And that goes for men and women. You get what I'm saying? Some of us, we got the man, we walking around with bonnets on, we don't put our makeup on.
We don't keep up the same.
Yeah, we don't.
To get him.
How did you get that man? Keep that spunk. Keep that for him, you know, and we expect y'all to do the same, but a lot of us, we don't do it. We do not do it. So that's on both parts. Marcus say, let me say this. With what I do as a profession, what makes you think that I am referencing? And I ain't even finished, so I don't even know what you're about to say, but I'm going to finish. Right when I speak, he got off?
Yeah, he said he had to step off for a minute.
Well, make sure we reiterate for Marcus, when I speak, I say you or what have you doesn't necessarily mean I'm actually talking to you. We all speak in general. Myself sometimes, and those comments don't even be about me. It's just open conversation, open discussion. Don't take anything personal. Now, if I'm wrong once I finish completing his paragraph, then I apologize. But hey, we're grown. We're not trying to step on nobody's toes. We're just speaking in general. I consistently have seen women abort their dreams and aspirations to hop on a man with money. Oh, shoot, where it went. Give me a minute. Damn it. Ooh, y'all comment a lot. I love it tonight. Here you go. To hop on a man with money, even though the money is illegal money. Then they end up in court saying that I never saw any dope. Listen, honey. If I was, and again, I'm referencing your comments. You know, I'm not saying you in general, because am I mistaken or that's what he's saying? Let me say this. With what I do as a profession, what makes you think I am me? He is saying him, right? Mm-hmm. Marcus, again, I don't know if this is your first time tuning in on Let's Sip and Talk with Freema, but when I read a comment, I just say you or what have you. It's not you personally. I don't know you, so I just want to put that out there. But, yeah, I mean, hey, if I'm dealing with a dope boy, then guess what? I'm dealing with a dope boy and I know what he do. 9 times out of 10, if they following, the feds following him, everything, they done seen me in it. You get what I'm saying? So why am I going to get on the oath and say, you know, I never seen any dope, blah, blah, blah. If I'm with a dope boy, I know what he's doing. And that's just simple as that. People are different.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? I can't say what the next chick might do. But what you're not going to do is we ride in the car and I don't know no dope in the car. And you put it on me. Nah, bruh.
Well, baby, you gonna take this charge?
No, I'm not taking no charge. I'm not doing that. I don't care if I knew or not. This your dope. I knew it was in here. Yeah, give me a little whatever probation, whatever I gotta do. But nah, we ain't doing that. So Marcus, don't get so personal on here. We all speak in general, babe. Sonya said, what do you think about age difference? Honestly, if it's a grown ass man, and I mean, like, he handling his business, he do what he got to do. I don't see nothing wrong with the age difference. As long as he ain't no goddamn baby. You know, that you consider the damn pedophile at this moment. No. But if he's handling his business, hey, to each his own. And you shouldn't care what nobody else thinks. See, there I go again saying you. Wasn't necessarily saying Sonya. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But whoever this may fall upon.
But you have to look at it in today's world. You can get a guy that's 60 years old.
It's still about bullshit.
24 years old and they still on the same level.
I can bet y'all $5. Look, I know y'all be like $5. It's a dude out here that's 50-something years old still on some bull crap.
A grandpa.
A grandpa. Got grandkids. Still on some bull crap. And then you got this 20-something-year-old fella that been on his job since high school. They got raises. He probably managing the place. So, nah, I don't see nothing wrong with an age difference. Again, my opinion. Lamique says some men and women cheat because they can't be faithful. It's just in them. I agree 100%. Some people do it.
There's some people.
Hell, I was one of them people back in the days, and I'm just gonna keep it 100 with y'all. I felt like I had to be one step ahead. You know what I'm saying? I always felt like I had to be one step ahead of you, just in case. I'm saying it's right, and I know it's not right. And we learn from that. You get what I'm saying? But I always feel like, hey, if this dude mess up, I got him right here. You know what I mean? But him right here knew his place. You ain't about to do nothing stupid. You know your place. And if this one mess up, I got you. And you just as about your business just as he was, because I'm not cheating down. So, yeah, some people just do it. Just do it. I'm sorry. Arthur, oh, excuse me, he's watching. Hello. Marcus said, I have a phone call to make, but I will come back to continue to engage in y'all. I enjoy the dialogue and subject matter. I am going to go deeper when I get back on. Monisha said, I did once when he was bragging. Then I had to say, dude, well, really? That's something I cannot do. Hey, Chris, thanks for tuning in. Facts, bro, he's replying to Derek. Facts, bro, she would never be single. Brothers, wait. That, Melvin? You don't know that? Wife wants $2.5 million per month. What the fuck? Because let me tell you why, Marcus. Marcus, and me and you get together and goddamn it, you taking care of me. You buying the kids everything they want. They're going to get used to that lifestyle. I'm going to get used to that lifestyle too. You got to keep that lifestyle up.
About what she had to do in the background when he wasn't.
Oh, and yeah. And I had to deal with you with women in hotel rooms when you on, you know, traveling and stuff. Nah, give me that 2.5. Don't start. And this the key word. When y'all see these celebrity things and they got, don't start nothing.
You can't finish.
You can't finish. Okay? Don't put me in this lifestyle if you can't finish it. That was my 2.5 million.
No, I'm not going to sit there and spend.
Ain't nothing to him.
I ain't
nothing.
20 plus years with you for you to sit there and dump me from some 20-year-old you just met 6 months ago.
Who child?
You pay me.
So are you available, Miss Freema Kennedy, asking for a friend? It's complicated, Melvin. It's complicated.
Sonya had a good one.
Yes, if we are. It says some of you men need to stop using women. They do. Melvin said, I am a Capricorn. Be careful, beautiful We known to make the ladies fall in love instantly. Hey, you never met a Sagittarius, have you?
So that's what Capricorn woman.
What about a Capricorn woman? Somebody said, what about a Capricorn woman? Jeez, I'm trying to go make a call, but y'all got it. Good here. Go make that call, Marcus. I already spoke to everything you talking about. Marcus said, oh, Lord, please allow me to come back after I make my call. Oh, Sonya said, even if he the same age as your oldest child. Whoo, child. Whew. I can't speak on that because my oldest is 16. However, let's just put a number out there. No, I don't think I can do it, Sonya. I ain't lie. Again, that's my opinion. But, ooh, I can't do it. I don't know.
What can that young man do for me?
What if he, let's say, okay, hypothetically speaking, Jaden is 25 right now. Okay.
And how old am I? I'll be 46.
You're 46. This young man is 25. He's well invested. He's not saying it's about money, but I'm gonna make it about money because you're 25.
My friends, number 27 and grossed in 100. Well, not 100, but he was in six figures a year. It wasn't number 27 years old.
You know, like he hard work.
Yeah.
You know, he's the ideal man. He's just 25.
Married, had
Would you do
children.
I feel like at that age, and I'm 46, he's probably going to want kids that I probably can't have.
Gotcha.
So it's like, I may be, for the time being, something to do and enjoying it.
But
you heard that, Sonya? She said now it's like, dang, you know, if I'm 40-something, he's 20-something. Is he going to want kids? Is he well, I will, you know, but, you know, is he going to have kids or what? Marcus said, this is good, but your guests should show their face if they want to have that much input. Well,
no.
Well, Marcus, as I explained before, normally I would have a panel and everybody's face would be shown, but because of COVID, y'all get to see my little face, you know, what have you. But April normally pops in every now and then, you know, so maybe we can start that in the near future. But however, you can hear them, right? Sonya said, I cheated because the dick wasn't good. And see, that takes us to another thing, Sonya. You know, a lot of people say you shouldn't shack up. You shouldn't. I'm sorry. I have to know what you hold before I say I do, or before I say I just can't be with somebody who just does not please me sexually. And that's just my opinion. I just can't do it. Like I can't do it. I'm sorry. And Sonya, I get it.
Because, like we said, we talked about that last week. It needs to be more of a mental thing because you never know what happened. Like we talked about it in the segment before. I ended up in an accident. I was unable to do anything sexually, whatever, but he was still there. We had.
I mean, that's different.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. You know what he's working with. That's different. You already know what you got. But I just can't do it because of a situation.
No, but what if that situation is permanent?
By the time
you don't have
that's different. That's different.
You're saying the relationship was carrying on without more than sex.
It has to be
and that's fine.
Connection.
You that you know, like you knew what he was working and she knew what she was working. That's not what I'm saying, April. What I'm saying is, in the beginning of the time we had sex, it was great. He started taking blood pressure medicine and his thing can't get up. You get on a walker and you can't have sex right now. But you know, at one point in time, we already got that love. But if I'm just starting out with you and months pass, and it's not the same thing. I'm sorry. No. It ain't gonna be years if he ain't got shit. I'm sorry.
If he got the good.
That's the point I'm making.
He got the good.
That's the point I'm making.
Something happened years down the line.
That's not what we're saying.
If you don't have that spiritual or mental connection, you gonna cheat.
April, that's not what I'm saying.
Oh,
what I'm saying is, we ain't even gonna have time to get that spiritual or mental connection because if the goodies ain't there and I don't like it, we ain't moving forward.
You saying
period.
Okay.
Yeah. Period.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's.
I'm sorry.
I mean,
I'm not doing it.
Oh, Sonya, there ain't no big age gap.
Marcus said, please let me make my call. I want to give this my 100% attention. Lameek says some men take better care of the streets than at home. Because let me get on that. A lot compare themselves to these street niggas that's doing a bare minimum for their children, for their wife, for their loved one. So the little bit that they are doing for us, and see, I say us, I put myself in the category, not necessarily saying I'm saying me. so don't take it personal. But the little bit that they're doing for us, it makes them feel like they're doing enough. No, sir. I don't care that look Big D over there, you know, doing whatever for his baby mama or his wife or his loved one, and he do. Nah, I still need you to do what I feel is enough for me. Stop comparing yourself to these little Rudy Poo dudes that's doing a bare minimum, and because you're doing a notch above the bare minimum, excellent. That's not the way it works. I'm sorry. That's what happens, TT. They feel like, oh, these dudes never home. At least I go home about 2 hours. They comparing themselves to some ratchet, unsuccessful dudes. That's why they feel like, you know, they're doing enough. That's exactly what it is. Get right over. Question, beautiful. I said it's complicated. Science said to clarify, I'm 58 and he is 40. Girl, go for it.
Yeah, go for it. That's
go for it, honey.
Yeah.
Go for it. Monisha said, hey, April. Melvin said a reason to cheat, period. Hey, again, some people just do it. Like I told you, my reason back in the day when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But back then I cheated because I felt like I needed to be one step ahead. That's just my opinion. That's just what I did. Sorry. Denise said black women don't cheat. Amen. Not anymore. Melvin said exit the relationship and find someone you compatible with. Shaking my head. Are you talking to me, Melvin? Because of the love, but that started to make me feel some kind of way, like I didn't turn him on because he couldn't get up. And I can understand it. Was he taking medicine? Because I know medicine can, you know, make you be, is it incompetent? Impotent. You know, I know medicine can make you be that way, but honestly, Sonya, 100%, I feel that way too. If I know there's nothing medically going on or anything, and you just can't get it right, you don't get horny when we there, I feel like I don't arouse you. Yeah, that's how I honestly feel. Not saying in your situation, but I do feel like that. If your pecker don't get up at the sight of me, you know, or rubbing you, then I feel some type of way. I ain't gonna lie. Melvin said women always talking about the too small or the D was whack. What about when Shorty got over 100,000 miles on that vagina we still love? That's your problem.
Ask him how he know 100,000.
Right. How you know about the miles?
That ain't nothing but a muscle that you
But my little bun just a falling. But my thing is, if you know it got 100 miles and you still love, then that's your problem. You decided to do that. And maybe she wrapped it up with all them 100 miles. You get what I'm saying? Maybe this one that only got about 2 or 3 miles ain't wrap it up with 2 or 3 people. And now you're stuck with something you can't get rid of. So you can't really judge a person off how many sex partners they had. If you chose to deal with him, you chose to deal with him. Just be safe. Science said, I try to stay for the... Oh, I think I read that, ain't it? Yeah. Margaret said, I'm back. Client needed to make it home and we'll call back. But this is very interesting conversation, and one of the reasons I engage in it, because what really has to be discussed is the divorce rate in the black community is over 50%. Let me go down. Within the 5 to 7 years after marriage, and 63% for second-time marriages, and is now to the point that people don't even get married anymore. Well, Marcus, hey, maybe a lot of us are the statistics. I don't know. But I know a lot of people have their reasons behind it. Again, March the 11th will be my 15th year anniversary. Oh, will be my 15th year anniversary, you know, so, hey, to each his own. Some people can handle certain things, and some people cannot handle certain things. Some people are willing to put up with more than some aren't. So I get it, but hey, tell us why. What do you think? Do you think it's finances that a lot of black community people are not staying married? What's the problem? Temptations. Boundary. Science said it made me feel good when I was asked. Oh, wait a minute. Science said it made me feel good when I asked his wife and he couldn't do it with her either.
Oh my God, Sonya.
Hey, that made you feel better, right? Oh, at least I know it ain't me. This dude just can't get up. I know that's right. Clint Jackson said, what's this got to do with yard sales and such? First of all, Clint Jackson, somebody must have shared this Let's Sip and Talk with Freema onto a sales type group or what have you. But I thank you so much for joining, Clint. I hope you're still watching. You might be able to learn conversation. These conversations are very conversational, very, very educational, and you may learn a thing or two. I might be just at the next yard sale, to go live at the Let's Sip and Talk yard sale. I don't know. That might be a good idea. Clint, are you still on with us? And of course, you didn't have to make a comment, but thank you so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Marcus said, you guests need to come on the screen and make their comments. I think that they have a valid point, but it's totally unfair for them to have the advantage of being able to use their voice. Their voice. I had to press more. Where am I? Use their voice, and we have to type. Oh, Marcus, life isn't fair. I'm sorry.
Tell them to tune in Friday.
April says she will make sure that she's on next. Oh, be here.
Yeah. Well, that means that because I pop in time to time, you just have to keep tuning in and catch my face. Now.
Do pop in time to time, so you just have to make sure you tune in every Friday so you can catch her face, Marcus. Science says, so it made me feel better about cheating. Melvin, woman with high malice, you're speaking on what I heard. And that goes back to what Marcus said. I don't be talking to y'all personally. Oh my God, I just be speaking. Jesus.
Ask Marcus, what is his definition of high mileage?
Marcus, what is your definition of high mileage? How many women? How many men?
No, hearsay don't count.
And see, that's exactly what Sonya was asking. Is high mileage considered experience? Like, what's your definition? Marcus said, now you know that I made that comment because I was heading somewhere. Did you know that the number 1 and 2 reasons that divorce occurs in the community is due to lack of money and infidelity? I agree 100%, Marcus. I agree 100%. That's why I feel like everyone needs to be honest in the beginning of the relationship. Period. Me and you're on a date, Marcus. Marcus, I'm not looking for anything serious. I'm just having a good time or what have you. And guess what, Marcus? You're going to accept that. So in 2 months down the line, when you learn about Joe, you can't be mad because I told you what I was looking for. You still decided to be with me. So sometimes we got to take ownership, Marcus. Melvin said, can I join as a guest? Unfortunately, on the business page, it won't allow me to bring somebody on. I don't know why. I've tried several times. I'm going to see if I can add you. Oh! I'm on my business page,
right? Oh, what? My God. I did not know this was going to work.
Yeah, hold on, let me get some light on there. There we go. Hi, it works.
It works.
How y'all doing?
Good. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm in Beaufort, South Carolina right now on a work mission.
Okay. So Melvin, how do you feel about dating and sex?
I got a lot of experience with it. I'm 50 years old, so I got a lot of experience. My oldest son will be 31. I got 4 kids, 9 grandkids. I was married for 16 years, so I had some experience. I just think today is a bunch of bullshit.
What do you mean when you say bullshit?
Like people not lasting, people getting married today, divorced tomorrow. The love ain't real like it once was. There's a lot of games being played, and people are not marrying for the right reasons. That's my opinion.
That's the point. They are not marrying for the right reasons. And again, honesty. You get what I'm saying? Like y'all got to be 100 when y'all get into these situations. That's just what it is. So Melvin at 50 years old.
That go both ways. You know what now? Like I'm single, right? So now when I try to shoot my shot, when a female says she's single, now I have to ask, what single are you? There's levels to single. I got a boyfriend, but I'm single. I got a man, but I'm single. I got a baby father, but I'm single. Like they be single when they mad at their boyfriend or their baby father, or when they mad at their husband. If you're not married, you single, period. That's number one. If you're not married,
now see, Melvin. So I've been dating this guy for, let's say, 2 years. We're not married. So technically I'm single. Is that what you're saying?
That's
Yes or
right.
no?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, so now y'all hear Melvin. So now we're at the table eating dinner, and I said, "Oh, I'm single." Why I tell you I'm single is because I'm not married. However, I
Right.
got dude over here that I'm living with, and I said I'm single because your definition is we're not married. So now we got drama and complication.
Exactly.
But now you think I
Right.
lied to you.
What was your favorite line back in the days when a guy was questioning y'all about where y'all was going? I don't see no rings on my finger. Like, back in the days, if you didn't have a ring on her finger, you couldn't ask her shit. Like, you ain't got no ring on her finger. She could do what she want to do.
Yeah, because that's the sign of
Until you,
control.
until you put it,
I don't have
huh?
to tell you where I'm going if we don't live together and we're not married and you're not financing
But
me.
why? But why? When you do, this is my problem. When I was married, so when you get married, it's like you're a kid again. Like you gotta get permission. You gotta do a lot of different shit.
No,
Like things
No,
change
it's
when you get
about
married.
respect. It's being respectful.
Respectful and considerate. And when you get married and you say that I do, that's a partnership. Y'all have to see eye to eye. That's out of respect.
Well, why you can't have that same respect when you just with somebody?
You just said you're single. If we're not married, we're single.
It
So
depends
where's
on what
respect?
you're doing for me.
I'm saying y'all
Because
said
I'm not
y'all. I'm
married
saying
now. I'm not married now, but out of respect, we don't even live together. But out of respect, if one of us is getting ready to go somewhere, we're letting each other know, look, babe, I'm about to do this, I'm about to do that. If I call or I text, I guarantee you I'm going to get an answer when I do call or I text. And it's the same thing here, vice versa. That's out of respect. But that all comes to when it's just you two.
Oh,
Not that
this brings up another thing. So if we're dating and we decide to have
dating is
sex,
different.
is it now just you two?
No, dating is different.
I
what
don't
she
know,
said.
Melvin,
It broke up.
but she was
What
just
she said.
saying, like, the question
What you,
I asked just now, if you're dating someone and y'all decide to have sex, is it now just you and that person, or y'all still free to do whatever you want to do?
that's something that y'all have to talk about. But like women have men for different reasons. Like let's say my sex game is good, but I'm broke, right? You'll keep me from sex, but you'll have him over here for the money game.
But let me
If
tell
I,
you,
like if, let's say if I ain't have no conversation, look, you asking me, I'm telling you, men and women, we see things different. So you're gonna see it as a woman, I'm gonna see it as a man. As a man, I see women, they have multiple different guys on the side for different reasons. If a guy don't have good conversation, he don't like to go out, or if he could have sex, but they got money, but he got money, he can't have sex. Women deal with guys for different reasons.
That's
Sometimes it
true.
and
takes
let me just
40.
say this.
That goes back
And
to my
let me just say this. Let me just say this. It's okay, Melvin. And the reason why it's okay, because I let you know that up front. You're just dating. That's just what it is. If we decide to hit it off in the bedroom, then we hit it off in the bedroom. But you ain't got nothing to do with Tom and Joe that's over here on the side, because I kept it real with you in the beginning. And just because we have sex, don't make you think it's a relationship going on. So it's up to you to
But
continue dealing with me.
see, that's where y'all be wrong at too. Why you gotta have multiple guys to be intimate with? See, you like when some people are emotional. So if me and you having sex, listen, if me and you having sex and I agree to just have sex with you, what if I get in my feelings? Even though you can't tell somebody to not get in their feelings, that's something that comes from within. And a lot of y'all women be like, I told you up front that it was just gonna be sex. But what happens when we get in our feelings?
You
Like
cut the
like
fuck
sex,
off, Melvin, because
but
I'm not
sex
dealing with it.
9 times
but
out of
sex,
10, when
but
you do
but
start doing
sweetheart,
certain
sex,
things, will
Miss
cut you
Freeman,
off because you forgot
sex is
focus
an
of what the
intimate act.
relationship was all about at the beginning.
Huh? Huh? What'd you say,
Huh?
Melvin? What'd you say?
I said sex is an intimate act. It brings upon feelings. Even though I might agree with you that okay, some guys just say that shit to get the sex. Like they be like, okay, baby, I know you got a man. We just gonna have sex and that's gonna be it. And women too, they say the same thing. And then when they have sex with you and the guy go down on them and do it better than any other guy did, they want to flip and blow his home up. They can know he got a whole wife over there. They agree to have sex with him. He hit it right or he went down on her right. Now she want to make it hot for him. You cannot tell
Okay.
people how to feel.
You can. But as me and owning my own, I'm telling you how to feel. And if you can't say, okay, I'm not going to get in my feelings, I'm going to control it, then we can't move forward. So everybody just have to keep it honest, and you got to know the person you're dealing with.
But you gotta know yourself too. Like real talk, Freema. How many guys gonna disagree to this? How many guys gonna disagree?
Exactly.
Freema,
You said
how
what?
many guys gonna just agree to? How many guys are gonna agree to just have sex with you and that's it?
A lot of.
That's what y'all want.
That's what most of them want.
Nah, that ain't all they want. Y'all all think that all we want is sex. What happens if we get it? So let's just say that's what we want in the beginning. We get it and like it. Now what?
We don't know. We asking you.
Right.
Now what? Y'all don't think that far. Y'all don't think that far. That's why in South Carolina, there's so much domestic violence. Because y'all don't think that far. All y'all think about is, I'm going to get it.
Let me tell you why it's domestic violence. Because it's men that's already thinking in the future, and we just now here on day 2. That's why. Dude, stay in the present day. And let's take it day at a time. And I think like, oh my God, I can see myself with her for the rest of my life. She's so gorgeous. Da, 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 da. Don't do that. Take it one day at a time.
Come because I check you and remind you from the first conversation what I said I wanted from you. And because your feelings got wrapped up, you think you can
now you want to slap me in my face
or sit there and feel some type of way because I reminded you what I wanted from the beginning, and I don't want no relationship with you. I just want that one thing. Now you ready to slap me in my face.
That's what honesty come in at, Melvin.
Well, I need y'all one minute.
And I say, Melvin, listen, I'm not looking for anything serious. I just want to have fun now. You know, I'm still married, but it's, you know, like we kind of separated or whatever. So I just want to have fun. Okay, we have dinner. We talk on the phone. Next week come, you know, I treat you to dinner and things happen after dinner. That don't mean, Melvin, that I'm into you to the point that I'm with you.
No.
You get what I'm saying?
So let's reverse it. Say y'all was dating and she was into you, right?
Yeah.
You fed her all these dreams and lies and stuff. He one day wakes up to realize this nigga's out here dating multiple women and I'm sitting up here waiting for him to be my knight in shining armor. So she wakes up and says, well, if he's dating other people, I
can date other people.
When he find out about it, he feels some type of way and boom.
Yep, he can't handle. I don't think y'all can handle as much as we can handle.
Let me ask y'all a question. Let me ask you, when it comes to intimacy, when it comes to intercourse, who falls in love first, the man or the woman, when it comes to sex?
Man.
Well,
okay. With that being said, right? You know what you're working with, right? You know from past experience when you had sex with dudes, how they reacted. Why do y'all continue that behavior of playing the game that I'm gonna give you some, don't get in your feelings? You know what happened the last 5 times you had sex. Homie agreed. He just agreed to get the sex. But at the end of the day, look what happened. Think about it. Think about every time you had sex and you said, listen, we decided to have a good time. How many dudes flipped the script and wanted more?
Listen, the point is, I told you up front.
Answer that question. Just answer that question for me.
What was the question again? You saying that I did this in the past and he fell in love and all this stuff?
How many times have you agreed to just have, how many times have you agreed to just have fun and sex one time and then he agreed to that and when y'all did it, he flipped the script on you?
Well, I can only say, if I'm speaking honestly, twice, because I only had 2 real dudes in my life. One was the high school sweetheart, it was the husband. So, however, with the next dudes, because like I told you in the past, I was always one step ahead. They knew not to do anything extra because I made that clear. So, Melvin, I just want to let you know, when you're dealing with a Sagittarius, it's totally different. It's totally different because you would be cut off and there's no second thoughts about it. But don't be crazy. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, like, don't be crazy to where now you're stalking me and I'm in the store, you in the store. Or this and that. And like, nah.
That's different from a Taurus.
Hey, Miss Freema. I have a Miss Prima. I have a
Mm-hmm.
30-year-old son. I have a 30-year-old son badge. The
So what does that
she's the
mean?
one that taught me. She taught me everything I know about sex. I've been with her since I was 17. She taught me everything. I ain't gonna lie, y'all ain't no joke. You a Sag?
December 11th,
You a Sag? Hers
Sagittarius.
is December 12th. Hers is
All right.
December 12th. My son' mother birthday December 12th. I learned a lot. I ain't gonna front. Sag ain't no joke. Y'all get it in.
We
But
got to
I
be
ain't scared of you
honest.
though.
We got to be honest. We just have to be honest with you, and if you can't accept it, then we move on to the next. That's just what it is, Milton.
I can.
But
Well, I'm a
hold
big boy now. I'm a big boy. I'm a big boy now. I know how to control my feelings, and I know you probably get a lot of stalkers. You're very beautiful. Like I know you don't like. You're not conceited, and you're very humble, and I like that about you, Freeman. You're very humble, and I see
I
guys all
appreciate
talk
that.
about your beauty, and you like, you thank you and you keep it moving. You don't harbor on it because you're very. I like how you are, but you better be careful, man. Y'all women that look the way you do and got good sex, y'all gotta be careful. These dudes is crazy out here.
It's
Everybody not
very
strong
crazy.
like
That's
me.
why they don't get the goodies. That's why a lot of people who don't know me
Everybody,
personally, who don't tune in, think I'm stuck up and stuff. No, I'm just not that. I'm not that friendly as a lot of people think I am. But I'm nice. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, or I
nah, you
contradict
cool.
myself? I'm not friendly, but I'm nice.
Yeah, I mean, if
You
you
cool.
approach it.
You get what
Yo,
I'm
you
saying?
know how you cool, Freeman. If you wasn't cool, I'd have been blocked a long time ago.
Tanya said she needs to talk to
Like,
Melvin.
oh, so ask Tanya, does she want me to bring her on? Ask her.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
phone dead.
You
So
want to bring somebody
Melvin,
else
we're
on?
gonna give other people time to join in. Thank you so
Okay.
much for letting me know it works now. Hey,
I'm your
thank you,
top fan.
Melvin.
You know that. I'm your top
Thank you,
fan. Y'all
Melvin.
take it easy. All
All
right, I'm
right,
gonna
bye
continue to watch.
bye.
All right.
Okay.
It works, y'all. I did not freaking know that. All right. Let's see. If you are upfront, your feelings are not my issue. Hello. It's not a game. You're darn right, man. Lameek said men cheat every day, but when they think or assume the lady is, they want to go crazy. Why? Because they can't handle it. Sonya, I wish we could bring you on. Bring you on. Are you willing to come on? Oh, Jonathan want to come on. Let me read Marcus right quick. Hopefully, okay. Hopefully he's nearly done so we can address some other issues. Looks is important, but form without substance doesn't do it for me. And I agree with that 100%. Jonathan said, "Let me come on." Bring Jonathan on. Let me see if I can bring you on, Jonathan. Yeah, my little blunt is so messed up.
How you doing, man?
Jonathan,
What's going on?
how you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I've been tuning in, and I kind of it's kind of interesting because I feel like it's two sides to every story, and I feel like just like you were saying, if you go on a certain ground, certain basis, then you should stick to the criteria. I mean, that's the script that y'all laid out, and that's the script that's gonna be played. Now, if it played otherwise, then y'all have to see it from both ways and both sides. And if the other person don't see it from that way, you can't really feel no type of way because at the end of the day, the script that y'all played out was the script that you played out. And then on the other side, flip side of that is, of course, like what bro was saying, some people do get caught up in their emotions and their feelings. But at the end of the day, I feel like when you do that, you're already playing with dangerous grounds. So if you know you're an emotional person and you know a person that's gonna get caught up in your feelings, don't put yourself in that situation. Leave that alone. Find you your queen, find you your king. Hey, everything is not for everybody. So at the end of the day, I mean, for the people that get caught up like that, then hey, I mean, you get caught up like that, but that's on you. You already knew what it was before you even did it. So now that it is what it is, don't feel no type of way about it. So
I
I mean,
agree.
I mean, I was listening and I was tuning in, but like I was saying, I feel like people put themselves in that situation, and it is what it is. I mean, if you're gonna do what you want to do, then you got to understand the consequences and everything that goes along with it. You just can't look at the good of the situation. You got to look at the good, bad, and the ugly. It's all three of those.
Absolutely.
So if you just look at that you don't interpret it, first of all, you're going in there as a little boy instead of a man anyway. Because guess what? A man and a woman understood what was going on, and they use this, and they do what they got to do. You know. So
Yep.
I just wanted to. I just wanted to say, don't just throw that there because I was listening, and like I said, I mean, this was very interesting tonight because there's a lot of people that get stuck in situations like this and don't know really how to really deal with the situation. But it's only two steps to the situation. Either you're gonna stick to the script and you somebody like that, or if you know you're not like that, then hey, don't mess with it. It's dangerous grounds for you. I mean, point blank, period. I mean, there's no other way of putting it. It shouldn't even be, oh, this, that, and the third. I mean, hey, it is what it is. So I'm just saying. Yes, ma'am. It's good to see you,
And
though.
I can
I'm
tell I'm
sitting.
echoing a little bit. That's why I'm not saying much.
Right. And another thing too, my queen is Sagittarius too, so I understand when you said you maybe not too friendly. Nice. I understand. Yes, ma'am. I understand.
100%.
Yes, ma'am. But I love your show, and like I said, I always tune in and broadcast. Thank you for bringing me on too.
Thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate that, Jonathan.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
I couldn't say too much because I was echoing, but yes, that's how I feel, Jonathan. We know what we got into. We talked about this the first night. Whether it's the male telling me that or the female telling him that, you know what we're getting into. If you feel yourself getting a little too attached and caring where she's at or caring because she didn't call you back when she said she was, then you need to move away from the table. Believe me, we can handle more than y'all think we can handle, but y'all don't give us the benefit of the doubt because y'all think we females and we emotional. When 9 times out of 10, y'all are emotional than we are. Just to be honest. Let's see. Marcus said actually 3 sides to every story. His side, her side, and the truth lies somewhere in between. And see, that's another thing I got an issue with. I hear that saying a lot. Why is it not possible for one of them to really be telling the truth? You understand why it's always got to be somewhere in the middle, or it's 3 sides to every story? Why can't honestly be that one of them are actually telling the God honest truth? Why it always has to be 3 sides to a story? Like, where did that come from? Somebody give me the knowledge to let me know where the 3 sides come from. Because y'all don't think that some people just tell the truth? Like, it always got to be a lie or omitting information or just not telling everything. Like, I feel like some people honestly tell the truth. So I don't know if there's 3 sides to the story. Again, it's just my opinion. Melvin said, I agree, bro. He's speaking facts. Well said. Melvin said, I would never agree to have sex with any woman one time only. And they may not be saying one time. They're just saying, hey, listen, this is just for the benefits and that's just what it is. So it may not be one time, but they letting you know it ain't going no further than that. Because, hey, we can have sex. I'm putting my clothes on and I'm riding out. We ain't having no conversation afterwards. It's time for me to go on home. So if you can't handle it, don't do it. Angela said, easy you to the path, press forward. Absolutely. 100%. Melvin said Sagittarius would have you looking for them in the daytime with a flashlight. Margaret said it's about perspectives. Yes. Everybody have a perspective. You see it from different people's perspectives, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. Marcus, it is what it is. If I say it's the truth, it's the truth. I mean, it's no other way to put it. Monisha said not necessarily a lie, but their perspectives. Right. That's the way they seen it. That's the way they see it. So I guess that's what it is. So it's 3 sides to every story. The way he said it, the way she said it, the way I see it. Is that what you're saying? Everybody see things differently. That's why a lot of people misconstrue text messages and stuff because people interpret things differently. The third side is to give the benefit of the doubt. And a lot of people can mess up by giving that benefit of the doubt. You always want to see the good in people. You always want to, well, maybe. And sometimes maybe ain't there. If he did it, that's him. That's what he's doing. If she did it, that's her. Believe what you see in the beginning. That's who they are. Don't give them the benefit of the doubt depending on the situation, if that makes sense. Believe them. When they show you that's who they are, that's who they are. I see nothing wrong with a one-night stand. Hey, everybody's grown. Everybody's grown. You see what I'm saying? Wrap it up. Do whatever you got to do. It's up to you. People lie so much, it's hard to tell when someone telling the truth. Sonya, did you say you're willing to come on? I seen a yes, but I don't know if that was going to yes, you're willing to come on. Marcus said add him. Let's see if I can. Y'all, we've been on for past an hour. Marcus is not giving me the option to add you for some reason. I don't know why. Give me the option to add people, and sometimes it doesn't. If you see a request button, make sure you hit that request button if you're willing to come on tonight. But y'all, I done talked so much to my throat is going dry. Monisha said, yes, the same 5 people can read the same book and you'll have 5 different views. And I learned that a lot. I really did. I learned that a lot. A lot of people say I'm weird because I see things different ways. So it's very true. A lot of people view things so different, you will be amazed. Like the cup. Is it half full or half empty? So, Angela, my cup is here. It's full here. Well, see. Okay, is it half full or half empty?
It's half full.
Oh, I say half full too, so that didn't work.
Because we're not negative. A negative person.
Really?
A negative person would have said that cup is half empty.
Wow. Angela just taught me something.
It's a perspective.
I asked her, was the cup half full or half empty? We both agreed it's half full. She said a negative perceived it as half empty. Wow, I've never looked. Is that what it means? I never looked at it that way. That should be the next topic. Is it half full or half empty? And we're talking about negative and positive. Let me see if it'll let me add you, Sonya. Oh. Can you hear me, Sonya?
I think I'm on here, am I not?
Yes. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Please don't look at the gray hair.
Oh, no. Look, it looks blonde to me. It looks good. I like it.
I wanted to come on because I can tell you from an older perspective. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you good.
I'm 58 years old and I've been doing this for a long time. And when I think about men and women, I think back when I was in my 20s, I used to have male friends, and male cousins that I used to hang out with. None of them were monogamous. They were all involved in more than one relationship, and they never thought anything was wrong with that. So I used to look at my cousins and say, well, hell, if men can have more than one female, why can't females have more than one man? Absolutely. So for years, I was in relationships. It took me years to get into a monogamous relationship. And men do it to us all the time. Men haven't really changed. And when a woman decides that she wants to be with a married man, she has to go into it knowing that she needs to know her place. He may not be able to call her, first thing Christmas morning or at a certain time on Thanksgiving because he has a wife and he has a family, but they chose to be in that spot. And so they have to give that man that respect if that's the spot that they choose to be in. Now, a man, on the other hand, needs to turn around and take a look at that woman and say, I'm doing her a grave injustice. Here, I got a whole damn wife on the side, but I want her to put her life on hold for me. I'm making her damn promises that I know I can't keep. And yeah, he may be giving you money. He may be taking good care of you, but is that how you want to live? You want to live second best all the damn time?
Yeah.
No. So my thing would, and as far as marriage ain't nothing but a damn piece of paper. I've been married, been there, done that. Marriage don't hold no water. And let me tell you something. A man has to look at whether or not we're liabilities or we're damn assets. We know whether we liabilities or assets. We ain't no damn liabilities. We are assets. We don't need no nigga. We can hold our own. Hello. So if they get with us, they need to respect us in the way that we need to be respected. But see, a man can't respect us as an asset because they want to I don't know whether they feel inferior or whether they feel that they can't take care of us or whether they have some inhibitions that we can take care of ourselves. So that's why they're out here looking for the women, that want to run around with dope. A woman that's looking at whether or not they drive a Lexus, somebody that's looking at superficial stuff, a grown woman that's an asset that can take care of herself. We don't need all of that. We don't need none of that stuff. And as far as sex is damn sex. Sex ain't sex ain't the Bible. Sex is just damn sex. You get with a man, it ain't good. You get with the next. And I believe in one night stands. I believe in testing the waters. I've been there, done that. And if it don't work, I'm here to tell you, you ain't coming back. I got to tell you, because let me tell you, I know when it's good and I know when it's not good. And let me tell you, a man know when it's good and a man know when it's not good. That's why we have these men out here wanting to grab us by the arm or take control of us, because they know what's good. They know what's good. But what they can't understand 100%. Is, oh yes, and I was in a relationship with a guy that I loved. It didn't work. And I asked him one day, we're friends now, we're the best of friends. I said, why didn't it work with us? You know what he told me? Because when I would leave to go out at night, you never asked me where I was going.
Oh, so you needed to stroke his ego and act like you just...
He said that I needed to act more like I cared. And Freema, it's not that I didn't care, but I feel that when you're in a relationship with someone and it's one-on-one, we're both grown adults. And I shouldn't have to say, honey, what time you coming back tonight? If you love me and you respect the fact that we are in this relationship, then you go out, you hang out with the fellas, you do whatever, and you come back at a respectable time, and vice versa. I shouldn't ask you where the hell you going every time you walk out the door. We're adults. Let's respect each other as adults. I'm not here to coddle no man. I'm not here to stroke his ego. We're both grown adults. Let's act like we're damn adults. So if I'm not running you down or calling you every 5 minutes or asking you when you coming home, it doesn't mean that I don't care about you. What it means is let's give each other the respect as adults, and you bring your ass in at a certain time, and let's keep it moving. These men now are like babies. Their mothers ain't raising them to be head of household. You got to be a man. You got to be raised to be head of household, and you got to be raised that if you want to be with a woman and marry her, you got to take care of who you with. We don't have no time for these games.
Exactly. No, we don't want to feel like we have an extra kid. That's exhausting.
No. And that's what they want. They want to act like damn kids. And let me tell you something. When you get to our age, hell, we done been there, done that. Ain't nobody want to spend all that time cooking in no damn kitchen, washing no damn body clothes, stroking nobody's ego. We want to be able to get out, get up on a Friday. If our man is at home, hey, babe, girlfriend, I'll be back in a couple of hours. Ain't nobody looking to be held down in the house no more like they did on Little House on the Prairie and all of that bull. We're not into that no more.
And look, Sonya, let me back up a little bit, because Marcus made a comment saying she's referencing old time love. No, we're not looking to sit in no house and wash clothes and cook and do all this stuff. We need to be traveling and having fun and seeing the world. No.
And that's what they need to be wanting us to do. That stuff is played out now. I mean, what a man wanting an old-fashioned woman to be at. My whole thing is, if you want me to do all that at the house, tell me to quit work. Yeah. Be a man. Honey, you don't
hallelujah. Exactly.
When I come in, ain't nobody trying to go on their job 9 to 5 and race home and try to get you something to eat too.
That's 100%.
You tell us we don't work no more. Tell us to stay home. If I stay home and ain't had nothing to do all day, I'd even have the bath drawn when he came in.
Exactly. I would have I would have the bath. I would have your pajamas on the bed. The food is done. It's hot because I cooked it just in enough time for you to get home.
Drink in my hand. Hey, babe, had a rough day, need a drink. I do all of that. They want you to work and cater to them too. We ain't nobody's parents. We don't have time for that.
Right. That's the truth.
Not at all.
That is the truth. I thank you for preaching that to us because that's the truth. That's not where we're at.
No.
And I appreciate you, Sonya. I appreciate you. That's so true. We needed to hear it from another person's perspective.
Yes, thank you for letting me come on and share.
Oh, you're more than welcome. Thank you for tuning in, Sonya. I'm going to see if I can add Marcus because it seems like he got a lot to say to us, Sonya.
I want to hear from Marcus now, so I'll be on here.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
Thank you. All right, bye-bye.
We can add Marcus. I agree, Antoinette. Oh, they can't hear me.
Hello.
How y'all doing? How you doing? I had to turn my iPad the other way, but I'm here. I'm here. This is my first.
You might have to talk up a little bit. I barely can hear you.
I said this is my first time joining your show. I was actually, I was actually just rolling through Facebook. Just stumbled across it. Some very valid point, but let me let you know. I'm gonna let you know ahead of time. I've had this discussion several times. There's a couple of things about me, and there's some points that I want to put on the table. One, when we have this conversation between black men and black women, it has to go a lot deeper than surface level. We have a dynamic going on within our community right now that is not by mistake. Make it clear. We have a dynamic in our community that has affected the dating pool. So now you have a situation within the community where I can promise you that most of the women sitting right there where you're talking, including the lady that just spoke, we're different generations, okay? And I can tell you what happens with these different generations. Your value system may be different than mine. My value system may be different than the last lady that just talked. So that's what I was saying. See, the love that she's talking about is the love that our grandparents had. That 50-year shit. That 50-year where your grandmama knew your granddaddy had a family right around the corner. She knew that he had 2 or 3, but again, just like you said, your grandmother wholly depended upon the grandfather. And so, you know, many times they celebrated 50 years of marriage, but you and I know that in a society right now, that is highly impossible, highly improbable. And you know why? And that's what I was getting to earlier. We have mass incarceration. And nobody wants to talk about that.
Okay. Are you stuck? I do too. Why you say that? Dang it. Marcus, did we lose you?
I have to add him back. I get what he was saying, you know, however, it's doable. Marcus, I'm gonna see if I can add you back while I'm saying this. It's doable to be in a relationship for 50 plus years if we would accept what they were dishing out back in the days. We don't accept that shit anymore. Period. So that's why the marriages are no longer lasting, and also they're no longer lasting because the men are not doing what the men did back in the day. The men brought the bacon home. They made sure everything was taken care of. Some women didn't even know how to write a check. Some people don't even know where to pay the light bill at because the men took care of everything and they didn't have to worry about anything. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, they maybe accepted Jody down the street that he had 2 kids by. But these days and times, if Joe is taking care of the house and I ain't got to do nothing and he got 2 kids by Jody down the street, guess what? He can go stay with Jody down the street because I'm not accepting it. So that's why a lot of marriages don't last these days because we're not accepting that anymore. We're not doing it. So let's see if I can add Marcus back on. I know we've been on forever, y'all. And I'm sorry.
I'm back. let me apologize. I do practice law. I'm sure y'all know that by now because I'm sure y'all went to my page.
Huh?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Like I said, to be fair, I am a lawyer. I'm a trial lawyer. I do practice law. I'm sure your guests probably went to my page.
Oh, they probably did. I don't know.
You know that. I know that. Matter of fact, I have 2 law degrees. I come to you from a perspective that mass incarceration has put so many black men in jail that when a sister like yourself and probably your friends look across the room, it ain't no man there for you. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't know where y'all are located at. I don't know where y'all are located at. But location is very important because I'm in Louisiana. And I can tell you, in Louisiana has the highest incarceration rate of black men in the world in the prisons here. So when we start talking that, and then you take on the homosexuality, you got guys that are homosexually openly. You got guys that are on the down low. What happens to a girl when she done got herself educated, she done kept herself beautiful, and you look across the room, what you gonna find? You're gonna find a whole nother lesbian looking at you talking about, well, I could be the man for you. You have so many right now, so many beautiful women who are feminine in lesbian relationships, okay? So what we're looking at and what we're talking about is a situation that is not by mistake. And when I talk that, how do I support that? Do you recognize that not too long ago, they got rid of the disparities in the federal sentencing guideline that sentenced crack cocaine 5 times harder than it did powder cocaine? So you're talking about a young man who catches a crack charge, he gets life. He gets 30, 40, 50 years. What happens to his women that he had? When the census, if you go and check the census, you will find that marijuana, and I'm talking 81, 82, marijuana, at that period, it was 7 black women to every 1 black man. See, I'm not talking conjecture. I'm talking statistics, okay? So now what's done happened is we have all these beautiful women, all these qualified women out here, and you ain't got no suitable mate. None. You know, and the bottom line that happens is it makes selection hard because the first law of nature is self-preservation. I'm gonna take care of me and mine. So
Absolutely.
you know what happens right there? Black women can't stand each other. You can walk in a room and a woman can look at you and be like, look at that bitch over there with them red shoes on. I can't stand. You don't even know that woman. And you know what happens when it's like that? Divide and conquer. The same thing white.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So therefore, it don't stop a woman from cheating with your husband. And if he's not a disciplined man, which most of us are not, we gonna fuck.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it.
And the bottom line is, next thing you done found this out. Now this, you're not competing against a woman because you figured you were married, but she competing against you because she trying to get something for her or her kids. And the problem that happens is, once again, we can go into cities like Atlanta. Atlanta is ridiculous because right now with the homosexuality rate in Atlanta, you got a ratio of damn near 15 women to every 1 black man. Now, you know what happens? Let's talk about that 1 black man. Who is that 1 black man? We're talking about a brother that's educated, good looking, heterosexual. He got his money and he out there functioning. When you find him, when you can find him, you know what you're gonna find? An arrogant, I'm about to say arrogant ass brother. And
okay, that makes sense.
And he gonna run it. Let me tell you how he gonna run it. He gonna run from the boardroom to the Section 8 housing because them girls compete too. So you might have a sister sitting at the top of the chart, like in that movie Boomerang. She didn't need it. Robin Givens played that. I don't know if I'm a little bit older than you all. She don't.
Why is he gonna run to them though? Why is he running to them?
Let me tell you, most times when you find men like that, and it's only because y'all can't stand each other, and so therefore they will compete because they don't care about you as a sister. They care about them. And then once again, you got to remember, Adam had authority. Eve had influence. Okay? I don't know if I done turned this phone around. I don't know what I done turned.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hold on, Lord. I touched the screen. Okay, hold on. There we go.
There you go.
You know, Adam had authority. Eve had influence. And that's back in the Bible days. Adam talked to God. He didn't send no text message, no email, none of that. But Adam talked to God when Eve wasn't there. Okay? And do know, Eve won that battle. He won that battle. The bottom line that I see when we begin to talk, this talk that we're having and this discussion that we're having, we got to talk generations. I'm 53. You know what 53 means? I'm the first generation of hip hop. I was there when Rappers Delight hit. I'm from Florida. Do not think that I'm from Louisiana. I'm from St. Pete, Tampa, Florida. Well, we was not, by the time it hit Luke Skywalker them, pop that thing, Doodoo Brown, we was tripping down there. Then it went to the West Coast. We don't love them houses. Then it went to, so you got to realize that when they thought rap music was going to die, rap music became a culture.
Right.
It
That's true.
Culture. And so when we begin to talk, and even right now, my oldest child is 29. My son, that's my biological son. No, that's my stepson, I'm sorry. Because when you meet these ladies, a lot of them already have children. And if you're not willing to accept them and their children, then you're going right there. Okay? And then you have to accept the guy that they fell in love with before, and you want to see some gunplay, try to whip on that boy or that girl, or try to get them straight, and then they go and tell their daddy, who ain't never did nothing for you. Okay? Now he gonna come and holler, well, you don't put your hand on my child. And you be like, well, wait a minute, bro. I done been taking care of this child the whole time. You wasn't. Well, you know that it still ain't your child. So you got to understand the narrative that I come from with this here. I come from personal experiences as well as I told you, I practice law heavily. I'm a community advocate. So this discussion that I'm having, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that you see you've been married. I heard you say you've been married 15 years. You probably don't know how to be nothing more than a mother and a wife. So now you're going to hit.
I don't know how to do what? No, repeat that. I'm sorry.
What you're familiar with is being a mother, if you have children, and a wife. Do you get what I'm saying?
You said I wouldn't know how to, or I do know how to. I don't know why it's cut time.
I know that's what you're probably accustomed to. Being a mother to your child, and a wife to your husband. Now you're getting ready to hop out here. Now you're getting ready to hop out here in this dating pool. And I can tell you, when I got out here at 40, the rules had changed. By the time I had spent 16 years in a marriage, the rules had changed. Just like the lady before me, she's 58. The rules have changed. And it's weird because it's just like you were just saying. These guys, I heard the first brother say, you're beautiful. Man, you better stop looking at the damn glass and look at what's in the glass.
Right.
Because
that's my point.
Let me tell you something. Vodka and water look just the same. You can't even tell the shit until you take it. I know I look like vodka. They never think until I get into the courtroom what's going on. By the time I done knock their head off. They see, I understand the dynamics of this because what I'm watching is all of our institutions within the black community have fell apart. The children don't believe in church because the preacher messing with every goddamn body. They don't believe in school because my mama got an education, my daddy got 2 educations, and we broke as hell. And then we go to the hospital. There's too much going on, the complexity. And I can tell you right now, it's hard for a sister if a sister says, I don't want no white man. I don't want no foreigner. I just want a black man. Girl, you can look across there and try to find him. Find him. And that's why I was telling you earlier, between the first 7 years of a marriage, first time, it's over 50% divorce rate. Now you done got to the point, all these girls got weave in their hair. You don't know what they look like. It ain't even weave no more. They done got to wigs. They put a whole goddamn wig on their head. My grandmama had a wig. All of them look alike. They go and get booty injections. See, there's a formula out there. So that's why you can't pay attention to the glass. And you know, it's so interesting because we will spend more time looking at a used car than we would looking for our mate. So in a used car, you're gonna get in there, you're gonna check the mileage, you're gonna look at the seats, you're gonna see, you're gonna run a Carfax, but we don't run no mate facts. Okay? We just hop in there cause she fine. We hop in there cause she fine and cause she look good. I'm just sorry. I've given myself away, and my parents told me, but they, you know, your parents always apply that to other shit. You know, if you work for something, you're gonna take care of something you worked for. But if you give it to you, you ain't gonna take care of it. It's the same thing.
You take care of it.
It's the same thing. You know what else? I agree with you in terms of meeting these people because you can't recycle. I ain't gonna say you can't. It's hard as hell to recycle somebody. In essence, I done tried to recycle because you know. Remember, I went to the dope dealer thing. You know the biggest dope dealer have the prettiest girl. The kilo man. It's hard to even meet. If you find a girl that's pretty and you keep talking to her and find out when she was a dope dealer. It's unfortunate because the dope dealer within our community, he's the one got the money. He's the one got the resources, the shiny car, the bling bling. And a lot of these girls are educated girls that they count the money. So I done been in Fed cases. And you know what the first thing the feds do? And I know the feds probably watching this. They go after the girl with them because she's going to have a baby. You know the formula. The formula is get with the top man with the money, have a baby, because you're locking in. Man, as soon as the feds get on you and they get to question you and threatening taking that child from you, you tell it on everybody. I didn't know. You knew. You go to work in the daytime. You knew you ain't going. You knew when y'all got that big Mercedes out in front of your house and he ain't got no damn job. So you can't not complete. You know, matter of fact, if you ever really want to see the game in real life, go to the federal prison. I got some friends that work at they call it high, maximum security. Some of them women come in there driving the biggest cars, fingernails down, pockets full of money. You see them on Instagram and Facebook, like I don't see them. But do know this, Minister Farrakhan said, a nation can rise no higher than its woman. Let me tell you that. When a woman goes down, the nation goes down. Because from a woman's womb comes every man and woman in our society. And when you get women that start dealing,
I'm sorry.
You get women that are doing all of these things. A woman is one of the most powerfulest things that God ever created on this earth.
Absolutely.
And when her morals go down, you can't expect nothing else. And so it's very hard sometimes when I'm sitting in court and watching women stealing out of stores, watching women who sell dope, watching women who do all of these things. So when we begin to talk relationships, we have to talk. It's a big, big, big thing. And like I say, when they set that loose in our community, and incarcerated all your brothers, you know that you can't make a family just being a woman. It takes a man. And when it takes a man to have a child and a woman to have a child, but you lock all the men up, now you got a community right now where we got a whole bunch of fathers, but they don't know how to be daddies. You know what I'm saying? We got a whole
right.
It's very complex. It's very complex. It is very hard for you all. It's very hard for you all women to choose. And that's just my position. That's mine.
I just feel like, and I know because I've been on forever, but everybody has their opinion. I feel like a lot of people do things because they want to do it. I feel like a lot of people know what they're getting themselves into, and it's up to them to put their big girl panties on and deal with it. And then I do feel like a lot of people been hurt and they feed off their past energy and bring it into the future. So that can go which way, shape, or form, or however anyone wants to take it. But to each his own, and everybody's entitled to do, kind of what they want to do at this point. Again, everybody's grown, and like you mentioned, the generation and this and that is definitely different. As I mentioned earlier, we don't settle for what a lot of women in past settled for. We're totally different now. We're more independent now. And if one did want to deal with a dope dealer, they deal with a dope dealer. If one wanted to deal with a businessman, they deal with a businessman. One deal with a lawyer. To each his own. I'm no one to judge. We just have our little open discussions.
But would you agree? Would you agree that when one deviates and it's that one bad apple spoils the whole bunch? When you find one that's out there doing something, it affects all. And so what ends up happening is we all get general. It's not right, but
that's how people view it. That's the perspective. That's the perspective they're taking. If I see, if I'm a teacher and this one little guy, little Johnny's back there just doing the most, I'm not going to say, oh no, everyone in here is in trouble because little Johnny is messing up. Everybody can't go on this. Nobody can go on this field trip now. No, it's your perspective. It's how you see an individual. I'm not going to judge every black man off of one black man's mistake. That's why we're in the situation we're in, because everybody is judging us off of one person or two people or what have you. We can't do that. going, and that's why we're in the predicament we're in, because we're too worried about the next person. We have to worry about what's going on within and what's going on in our household. We have to take it one household at a time to make a change. We can't worry about everybody else all the time. I'm sorry, we just can't do it.
I agree with what you're saying, but one thing you're saying, you did admit that we do have a problem. You did admit a couple of things in what you were saying.
Of course. We know we do, but it's not because of you, or I'm not. Well, I'm gonna speak for me. It's not because I are looking at everybody as one bad apple spoils bunch. I think very highly of myself, and I'm not just gonna say because Miss Katina over here sleeping with every Tom, Dick, and Harry that she's making me look bad. No, that's Katina doing. But that's not Frima doing at all.
I totally agree. We all are responsible for our own destiny. You're responsible for your own happiness. We all are. But unfortunately, there are some things, particularly when I look across the tracks, that what one person does, it'd be like, all those blacks are like that. And that's untrue.
Hey, that's them.
Untrue. And that's,
I'm not going to sit here and agree. I'm not going to agree with that because I don't see myself that way. I don't see just because the next black female is doing it that I'm considered that. No, I'm walking in the room with my head held high, and I know I have an education, and I know what I got, and I know what I got to offer. So I'm not going to sit here and just say because such and such is doing it or look a certain way, that is going to reflect on me.
No. Go ahead.
I came all the way over here to address him.
Oh, Lord.
Please.
I can't get on camera because I'm not presentable.
No,
However, it sounds like somebody has been hurt in the past, and you need to learn how to let it go. Just because you buy a bag of apples and you have one rotten bag or one rotten apple in the bag does not mean all the apples are bad. But if you are not mentally stable enough to realize that, you would throw the whole bag out because you're assuming all of them are right.
Miss Katina.
You can't do that.
Miss Katina, let me say this to you. You can't.
It's April. It's April. Her name April.
Miss Katina, see the other when you had said I wasn't talking to you, it was Miss Katina because she said that same thing earlier. Miss Katina, I've been practicing law 25 years. So when you're talking, when you're saying it sounds like somebody been hurt, I can't say I ain't been hurt, but that don't mean what I'm talking to you about is referencing me. I could have been referencing the one in year number 3. So when you're saying that, and I hear what you're saying.
But you can't put all women in the same category. I understand where you coming from when you said you seen women coming there driving in big cars because they like dope dealers or this and this and that, or they taking money. Every woman is not the same, okay?
You think that
you're talking about a hood rat that would decide that they want to have a baby to lock a man in because they're looking at dollar signs or a paycheck or whatever. You're not assuming or looking at that independent woman that just want that child and just need that sperm donor to have that baby before she hit 40, before she hit menopause and can't have that child. You're not looking at none of that. That's an independent, strong woman that don't need a man, and that's what offend most big-headed men that have been hurt in the past.
Miss Katina, let me say this. Please do not think that I will.
My name is not Katina.
Whatever your name is, just understand. If you think that I think so goddamn shallow to come on here and tell y'all women that all ain't nothing all. Ain't nothing. You've been seeing my comments.
Why you get so angry?
You've been seeing my comments.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, nothing is all. Obviously, and I told y'all, I said I can appreciate this because I think the exchange is good. So please don't insult me to think that I would come on here and say all women are this. Come on, man. I got more sense than that. I am not talking about all. What I am talking about is perception being reality. I've been in places, I've sit up in clubs, I've represented a few nightclubs. I see some jokers walking in there with their pants hanging down, and it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing not because that's me. It's embarrassing because me as a black male, just like some places you've been, and you've seen women